Yeah. How has been your day? Today is a beautiful day to learn something new. We are going to be doing mathematics Pythagoras theory to be specific. Pythagoras theory states that hypotenuse square equal to the sum of the square of both sides of a triangle. Let us call it base square plus altitude square. That is to say, if you have a right angled triangle like this, the longest side will always be what we call the hypotenuse. Now this will be the altitude and this will be the base. So let us call this A, B, and C. So the longest side is the line AB. So line AB square, which is the hypotenuse, will be equal to what? The sum of the square of the other two sides. That is to say, the altitude square, the base square plus the altitude square. Now the altitude will be what? A square plus the base will be CB square, like this. So that is what the Pythagoras theory is all about. Now, standing on my earlier explanation, let us look at an example. Consider a right angled triangle. The measure of its hypotenuse is 20 inches. One of the sides of the triangle is 16 inches. What would be the measure of the third side? Now, this is a typical question. Sometimes the triangle may be drawn for you with the given side stated and the unknown side indicated. But like this one now, the triangle is not drawn for you. It is now your responsibility to first of all draw the triangle, indicating the longest side, which is the hypotenuse. Remember from the question, the hypotenuse is given to you as 20 inches, while I can pick any of the sides to be my 16 inches. Now I will choose my altitude to be 16 inches. That is to say, I am left with the base as my unknown inches. Okay, now from the formula, hypotenuse square equal to altitude square plus base square. The hypotenuse is 20 square. Yes, we have 16 square plus the unknown base. Okay, so 20 square is 400, 16 square is 256 plus my unknown. So what do? I'll subtract 256 from both sides. So 400 minus 256 equal to 256 minus 256 plus b squared. Now 256 take away 256 becomes a 0. 400 take away 256 is 144 equal to b squared. Aha! Now something will happen here. You have 144 equal to b squared. But remember, what we are looking for is not in square. Whether I use b or I use x is still the same thing. So probably I should just leave it as my b. Now, it is not in square. That is to say, if b squared equal to 144, b will be equal to what? Now, I want you to remember something. That anytime a square is leaving one side, a square root appears on the other side. So, to have my square removed from b to be b, it will be equal to square root of 144. And the square root of 144 is 12. So my b equal to 12 inches. That is to say, the third missing side will be 12 inches. So my base now equal to 12 inches. For those of us that are curious enough to know why my b square would transform into square root of equal to b like this. It is a simple logic anyway, but let me just explain it to you. See, when you have 144 equal to b squared, for me to remove this square, this is a numerator 2 raised to power 2 over 1. That is what it means. So for me to remove these two, what will I do? I have to multiply it by 1 over 2. And remember that whatever you do to this side, you must also do to this side. So I'll have, this one is raised to power 1 as it is, because it is not raised to power anything. So any number not raised to power anything is actually raised to power 1. So 1 times 1 over 2. So that leaves us with 144 raised to power 1 over 2 equal to, these 2 will cancel these 2, making it to become b. Now by law of indices, any number raised to power 1 over 2 is the same thing as the square root of that number. So I will leave you with a little assignment for you to do. You can try something like this at home. Let's see. Supposing you have a hypotenuse as 5 and you have my altitude as 3, find the base in centimeters. This is a very simple one for you to do. I hope you can get that. Bye.